All right, we're going to get to these two guys in a second, but we talked about how American this White House UFC thing was yesterday, and now we find out that the FBI actually foiled a plot to have an explosive drone and sniper attack at that event. Cool. 23 people who have been identified, 5 in custody, had this plan to use explosive-laden drones, like stuff that we're seeing on the battlefield in like Ukraine, to hit buildings near this event that would then force a mass evacuation and then steer crowds towards pre-staged snipers. I mean, this is like all according to officials. This gets even crazier. A second wave was then allegedly planned to storm the White House gate. I'm sorry, is this Libya or are we in America? Where are all the libs screaming insurrection right now? Just this plot alone is way worse than anything that was planned by Trump supporters on Jan 6. Like that was, this is nothing like that. Yet it was the worst thing ever back then. Where is the outrage from the left here? We just didn't hear all these leftists complaining like, oh, this is the people's house. This would have been an attack on that. Where is this outrage? It's dead silent, nowhere. Because they are the ones who have tacitly allowed this to ferment.
They understand that we have a Timu Hitler in the White House right now that thinks that he is going to become the dictator of the United States.
Donald Trump's modern-day Gestapo is scooping folks up off the streets.
Please, show me where it says that protests are supposed to be polite and peaceful.
We are in an era of maximum warfare. Everywhere, all the time.
This whole thing was on Signal Chat, which was apparently thwarted by the kid's mother, actually, that reported his sudden purchase of firearms and magazines and ammunition. 19-year-old Tyson Proper from Cincinnati, allegedly still at this point, spent $3,000 of his graduation money to purchase lots of ammunition and guns and extra magazines and that he was going to use in this alleged attack. And then he was caught. He rolled on basically everybody. The two others that were identified immediately as Brian Omar Roa and also Michael Allen Thomas, 3 first names, were arrested in California. These guys were kind of like an organized militia. Let's go through some of these texts. This is the best action I see. Position your teams in the purple dots, counter snipers and drones, long range, circle area, great shot, easy out into the river. Okay, we'll drop you off in safe zone. These are all the roads. They have all the details, screenshots with zones highlighted. Look, I did ops in Baghdad with less intel than this. Yeah, this actually went on. They will pick you up here. Read the docs for mission briefing posted above. These guys played way too much Call of Duty, but they were actually serious here. Here's more. I'd love to elaborate. Sniper 1, and then he posted a video of like overhead what appears to be the White House. Drone launch point and sniper's nest. Sniper 2 and drone launch point. All these things are marked. You can see them on the text message. These basement dwellers were going to massacre people. These are the court docs. Check this out. One of the guys arrested, Daniel Eskridge of Kansas City, Missouri, saying, I'll be on the ground leading from the front as one of the 5 snipers. I would never ask y'all to do something I wouldn't do myself, but I can't do this alone, so I'm asking for volunteers. This op is what we call the trigger event. The terrain is urban, but after this, we will have no choice but to go old school because they will send everything they have to hunt us. But if we pull this off correctly, we'll raise an army. No, you will not. Look, you think MAGA movement is strong now? If any group ever pulls any of these things off, God forbid, you're going to have an army of not only in defense of MAGA, but reflexively against everything the left is for, and we will guard against all of your unlawfulness. You will create a multi-million person militia against your movement. Today marks 11 years since Trump came down that golden escalator, and he's been dealing with this crap ever since then. We had Butler, where he was shot in the ear. Another attempt at his golf course. Guy charged Mar-a-Lago, got shot there. Guy got shot at the White House. He literally shot at the White House and got put down. We just had another gunman at the White House Correspondents' Dinner. This attack and how many others have been foiled, thank God. Again, the party of coexist stickers ain't coexisting so well. This stuff didn't happen like this under the last administration because it's these rabid leftists that are the ones causing these problems because they're not capable of winning debate or on the merits of arguments or policies. They better cut this stuff out because one day they're going to push too hard, and there's a bunch of us, there's a hell of a lot better at the things that they're trying to do. We defended this country once before. We'll do it again.
He loves the Constitution. He fights for what's right. He hates the bad guys. He's a freedom warrior. He's your freedom warrior. Watch Carl Higbie every weekday on Newsmax.